Hello and welcome to Strange Solution. My name is Darren, I'm your host, and I'm playing Arkham Horror the Living Card Game in Lackey CCG. I am playing as Norman Withers through Carcosa. Here's the deck that I'm playing. Nothing really out of the ordinary, I don't think. I've got an Overzealous as my random. I like David Renfield, especially early. I think he's fantastic. Astral Travel has been the star card. Let's see, anything else that I want to highlight? Nothing else really major to highlight there, I don't think. We'll go ahead and get started here. Agenda 1A, the third act. The theater is eerily silent. The old wooden floor creaks beneath your feet, and a light rain gently patters on the roof. As you explore the auditorium, there are more rotting corpses among the seats, and the rest of the crowd has vanished. Act 1A, the awakening. You pinch yourself to see if you're dreaming, and sure enough, your skin stings and reddens. You take a few deep breaths and try to think rationally. Whatever is going on, you must explore the theater to learn the truth of the matter. Act 1A needs 3 clues per investigator to advance, and the doom threshold is 6. Let's see. So let's go ahead. We're going to do our mulligan here. I think the only thing I'm going to keep here is Astral Travel. Press that on the discard. 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the discard, move it back to my deck, and give it a shuffle. Alright. Let's go ahead and get started. Whoops, let's reveal the top part of my deck. Alright. Action 1 is going to be move to the balcony. Sorry, I had to take a little break if you noticed that things jumped around there a little bit. Let's see. So, let's see. So I have moved is all that I think that I have done. I will investigate. So that's a success. If you're curious what skulls are, they're -1 unless you have 3 horror. So I've moved, I've investigated. I'm going to go ahead and... Yes, I'm going to go ahead and move again. That's my final action. So the lobby is a 4-shroud location with 1 clue. Forced after the lobby is revealed, put 2 of the set-aside lobby doorway locations into play at random. It has the double action draw 3 cards. The lobby locations are these first 3, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab those, put them into the second encounter section, shuffle them, and draw 2 at random. I'm just going to put 1 there, and 1 there. I'm just going to leave that 1 for now. Go back to my hand. I'm actually going to go ahead and use shortcut to move to here. Let's see what this one is. This is the box office. This is a 2-shroud location with 0 clues. It has the action gain 5 resources. Remember that you stole from the box office. Group limit once per game. Right. Enemy phase. Upkeep phase. I will draw a card, which is actually the guts. This goes into my top of my deck. Add a doom. And draw an encounter card, which is Spires of Carcosa. Spires of Carcosa has the revelation attached to your location, and place 2 doom on that location. If there is no Doom on attached location, discard Spires Carcosa. It has the action Investigate. If you succeed, instead of discovering clues here, remove one Doom from the attached location. I think I'm going to go ahead and play the Magnifying Glass for free. It's free and fast. So let's reveal the next top card. Okay. We are going to use our first action to investigate at a 6/2 Chaos Bag. That's a pass. That takes a Doom off. We'll do it again. That's a pass. That takes a Doom off. That discards that. And we will move here. Upkeep phase, we will draw a card. Should actually be the emergency cache. Gain a resource. Add a Doom. And draw an encounter card, which is Twisted to His Will. Is a revelation. If there's no Doom in play, Twisted Will gains Surge. Otherwise, test Willpower of X, where X is the amount of Doom in play. If you fail, discard 2 cards from your hand. So it's be a 4/2. I kind of want to make sure I get this. So I'm actually going to commit Guts to this. So I'll be 6/2. Chaos Bag. What do you have to say about that? Ooh, I'm glad I did that. So I was 4, 5, 6 to 2. So -4 puts me 2/2. I succeeded that, so I'll draw a card, which will be the shortcut. This gets discarded. This gets discarded. This gets discarded. Whew. Alright. I'm going to do a bunch of, so I've got 3 actions. I'm going to do a bunch of fast actions here. I'm going to shortcut to here, the lobby doorway. It is the green room. It has a shroud value of 5. It gets 1 clue per investigator. It has the action Investigate. You get +3 intellect for this investigation. After the skill test ends, discard each card from your hand. So that was fast. I'm going to fast action Working a Hunch to discover a clue at my location. So that was like 2 fast actions. And then I'm going to go ahead and move for 1, 2, 3. Move to the backstage. Backstage is a 3-shroud location with 1 clue. Forced when backstage is revealed, put 2 of the set-aside backstage doorway locations into play at random. While you're at backstage, each hidden treachery card in your hand counts as 3 cards instead of 1 for the purposes of hand size. So we will go ahead and actually take this and put it back in the set-aside. We'll take the 3 backstage. Give it a shuffle. We will draw 2 of those. I'll just move this out of the way as much as I can. Okay, I'm going to just move this here for later. And we'll go back to my hand. Alright, I usually like leaving a clue here because it does help for Inquiring Mind, because the man in the Pallid Mask likes to go back there. Alright, enemy phase, there currently are none. We'll draw a card. Actually draw the Holy Rosary. Gain a resource. Add a Doom. And we'll draw an encounter card, which is a Dissonant Voices. Guess that's fine. We will investigate here at a 5-6 to 3 chaos bag. What do you have to say about that? That's a pass. That's -1. Now we need to make a decision. I think I'm going to go ahead and spin the clues to advance. So I've got 2 actions left. I'm going to go ahead and mark those here. I'm going to spin 3 clues to advance. His final bow. A shadow creeps along the wall beside you, and your heart leaps into your throat. You turn, and a figure flits away just out of sight. Either your mind is playing tricks on you, or someone else is in the theater. You follow the direction of the shadow, rounding a nearby corner. At the far end of the hall, he stands awaiting you. A man in an elegant black suit, his face covered by a pale mask. Though his attire has changed, you instantly recognize him as the actor who played the role of the stranger, one of the characters from The King in Yellow. He turns and disappears through an open doorway, as if taunting you to follow. Choose one of the set-aside locations at random. Put that location into play and spawn the set-aside man in the pallid mask enemy at that location instead of his normal spawn location. Advance to one of the 3 copies of Act 3A at random. Remove the other 2 copies of that act from the game without looking at them. So here are the 2 locations that are left. We'll give them a quick shuffle. And it is a lobby doorway. So he will go. We're going to just go ahead and just remove that because it can't come out at this point. The man in the pallid mask will go here. And then we are going to go to one of the random acts. We'll just put that there. So put that in the second encounter. Give it a shuffle. It is the stranger. Let's go back to my hand. I think that's everything. Act 2A, the stranger. The mysterious stranger from The King in Yellow might know something about what happened during the intermission. You must find and confront him if you are to discover the truth. Objective. When the man in the pallid mask would be discarded from play. Advance. Alright. Let's see. So I've got 2 actions left. I'm actually just going to go ahead and use both of those actions to get back to the lobby. 1, 2. Right. Any phase, upkeep phase. This goes here. Goes there. Gain a resource. This gets discarded at the end of the round. Add a doom. And draw an encounter card, which is Twisted to His Will. This is the one where you can potentially discard 2 cards at random. I would prefer not to do that, but it's a 4 versus a 4. I'm going to discard Split the Angle, which puts me up by 2, and the Holy Rosary, which puts me up by 3. Ugh. Well, that was bad. I discarded an Inquiring Mind and an Anatomical Diagrams. Alright, and now we come to my actions. Alright, alrighty. I think action 1, we will go ahead and move to the lobby, this lobby doorway location, and see what we've got here. This is the lighting box. While you're at the lighting box, increase the resource cost of each card in your hand by 2. It is a 4 shroud location. It has victory 1, and it has 1 clue per investigator. I'm gonna go ahead and use Norman's ability to play this from my hand for 3 to get that clue. 6. And then that was fast, so I'm just going to go ahead and use all 3 of my actions to attempt this investigate action. So this is a 6 to 6. Chaos Bag, first try is -1, that's a fail. So it's 6 to 6. Next action, that's a 0, so that's a succeed. If you succeed, instead of discovering clues, defeat the man with the pallid mask, so he'd be discarded. I'm actually going to go ahead and just put him in the lobby, because this says, the path is mine. As you face off with the stranger, you get the sense that he is grinning beneath his pale, faceless mask. Where is everyone, you ask? But he does not respond. What is going on? He remains silent and steps back as you approach, until his back is against the corner of the room. Inexplicably, he continues to back away, and his body melts into the wall behind him. Erupting from where he stood is a growing mass of viscous ooze. Instead of discarding the man in the pallid mask, move him to the lobby, which I already did. We're going to add the 2 tablet tokens to the Chaos Bag. Let's go ahead and do that. Quick shuffle. Place 1 horror on the location the man in the pallid mask was moved from. We'll go ahead and do that. Until the end of the scenario, horror on locations represents an advancing ooze, and each location with horror gains force. After you leave this location, test agility of 4. If you fail, take 1 horror and 1 damage. Keep this card next to the act deck as a reminder and advance to Act 3A. So that only took me 2 actions. I'm going to go ahead and move as my final action. I have to make this test at a 1 versus a 4. Chaos Bag, what do you have to say about that? That's a fail. Nice one. That's a damage and a horror. Back here. And then upkeep phase, I'll draw a card and gain a resource. We'll add a doom to the agenda and draw an encounter card, which is one of those lovely secret cards. Whispers in your head, doubts, terror, peril hidden, revelation secretly add. Whispers in your head, doubt to your hand. You cannot play events. As a double action, you can discard Whispers in your head from your hand. I'm actually going to go ahead and take that double action to discard that. So this will be, if I use the investigate action on, so I've got 1 action left. If I use the investigate action on the man with the pallid mask, it'll be a 6. I'm at 6. I think I'm going to go ahead and just take it, 6 to 6, see what happens. I mean, there's a possibility. That's -1. That's fair. That's fine. Upkeep phase, I'll draw a card, which will be Eureka. I'll gain a resource. We'll add a doom. The emissary's message. Abruptly, the malformed body of an unnatural nightmare slams onto the stage, its slithering tendrils reaching into the aisles. It opens its maw and lets out a shrill, piercing song. The melody is uncanny. The notes sear into your mind. Pain pounds in your forehead and blood runs from your ears. Search all set-aside cards and the victory display for the royal emissary enemy and spawn it at the theater. Go ahead and go to the next agenda. Agenda 2A, Encore. The creature's song echoes relentlessly throughout the halls of the theater. The melody repeats again and again, yet somehow never the same note twice. Forced. After Royal Emissary is added to the victory display, remove all Doom from play and reset the agenda deck back to Agenda 1A, then place 3 Doom on that agenda. Alright. And our encounter card is Spirit's Torment. That is completely fine. Revelation, attached to your location forced after you leave attached location, which either take 1 horror or lose 1 action. As an action, place one of your clues on attached location, discard Spirit's Torment. I also forgot to advance the ooze to here, because it was the only attached location, or the only connecting location. Again, that's fine. Alright, so, I think we're going to try to investigate. So I'm a 6/6. I'm going to make myself an 8/6, because that was 2 intellect icons, 1 on persuasion, 1 on Eureka. So it makes it 8/6, so that puts me up by 2. Chaos Bag, that's a -1, so that defeats the Man in the Pallid Mask. We will look at the top 3 cards in my deck. Just want to finish that out. Probably actually take the I've got a plan. Shuffle. The Man in the Pallid Mask is no longer at the lobby, so it gains Resign. I will use my second action to resign. There. And we will advance. Escaping the theater. The stranger gives you a slight bow as he steps through the lobby's front entrance, opening a glass door that was not there a moment before. A sudden cacophony of noise erupts around you, and you fear that the building has only seconds before it is destroyed. You flee, crashing through the front doors and leaving the ruined theater in your wake. Several blocks away, you take a moment to rest and think about what you've witnessed. Investigators must decide. You have to warn the police about what's going on. Resolution 1, or the police won't believe us. We have to solve this mystery on our own. Resolution 2, and I honestly think Norman, because he's kind of starting to get into mysticism, would not trust authority, so he is going to choose Resolution 2. So that's where we are. As always, if you like what you've seen here, go ahead and give me a thumbs up or comment below. If you have any questions or comments, you can also leave those below. You can also find me in most of the places as Jacques Steampunk. And as always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.